yardstick video. I'm going to make a cross for Memorial Day, or any day. 4th of July, just any day that you would like to use it. What I have done is taken one full yardstick and cut it right at 14, which leaves us exactly 22 inches for the spine of the cross and 14 for the middle bar going across. Now, after you have your yardstick cut to 14 inches and 22 inches, place the crossbar between the 20 and the 21. I have to put some E6000 on here as well. I'm simply just going to paint the cross that I've made front and back. I just think this step is kind of important because you don't want to be able to see through the mesh and see the numbers. You'd rather just see something clean and white. Alright, you guys. Now I'm going to show you the type of mesh that I'm going to be using for this project. This one's already open, but I just wanted to show you. And it's poly burlap mesh. And the red, white, and blue. I don't have the tag for this blue one, but it's the same thing. I'll have this listed in the description box below. So I've already got some of these made, but I'm going to cut. I need some white ones. So I'm going to start off with white, and I'm going to wood burn these. On my mat here, I have a mark on the 10-inch mark from here to here. Okay, the mesh that I'm going to be burning is 10 inches wide, and I'm going to be cutting 10-inch pieces. So I'm going to have to get a clean edge going on right here. And there's a lot of videos on YouTube about how to wood burn mesh. So I'm just going to cut this one so it's completely straight for starters. And please make sure you wear a mask when you're doing this because you are burning plastic. Also, make sure that you have a cutting board down. You don't want to do this on your mat. It'll just burn a hole right through it. Okay, so now I've got a clean, fresh line to start off on. And I'm going to cut it at 10 inches so that we have a perfect square. And then I have a perfect square. So I'm just going to show you with one petal what we're going to do. I'm going to cut several more. But how I do it is you have your square. You have this side up. Turn it to a diamond shape. Pull the bottom up to the top. Make sure you have a triangle. Now today I'm not going to be doing the Rita petal. I am going to do the Dean Michaels fold. It's called the Dean Michaels fold petal. That's who created it. So when I have my mesh like this, I've already got it into a triangle shape. I'm going to turn it, and I keep my hand flat on the top of it so that it doesn't come up or switch or anything else. And there you go. You have the Dean Michaels petal with that fold. So I'm going to put a rubber band around this one. And I do have a lot already burnt that I can fold. But I'm also going to need some. I mean, I've got some already ready. But there you go. Here's your petal. And it really looks nice. You keep it all proportioned correctly. Alright, I'm going to burn one more. And of course, all the other mesh, the red mesh and the blue mesh, are going to get cut just like this. Okay, you guys, I don't know if I showed you. I get these rubber bands from the Dollar Tree. I think there's 500 or 1,000 in a pack. And I just picked up this little container to keep them in so I don't, get spread all over the room. But that's what I use because I like to make my petals beforehand and then, put them on my yardstick. So I'm going to show you how to fold again. And all of the mesh, regardless of what color it is going to be the same fold. I have it like this. I like for my finished manufactured edge to be right here on the right of me. So now I've got those matched up. Turn it. I start down here. And there's several different ways you can make this petal. This is just how I do it. Okay, so now I'm going to shape it out so that it looks nice. We use the Dean Michaels fold to make the Dean Michaels petal. Got all of this mesh, and I can make the crosses and put them in my Etsy shop. Sometimes you get a little bit of you get where you gather it out. Sometimes it's a little thick. You really don't want that when you put it on the cross because it's just hard to get a petal to lay over top of it. So I just take this and cut it off. That way I don't have to mess with all that extra mesh. Okay, I'm going to fold all the rest of the petals before I come back and we put them on the yardstick. This is what's going to make our cross waterproof. If someone wanted to put this into a cemetery, you know, on someone's grave. So I'm going to spray the actual yardstick itself. Now, I'm not going to guarantee that this yardstick is going to be 100% waterproof, but I do think this will help. And I'm just going to put it outside and test it out after I get all the petals on it. For sure, the petals are absolutely waterproof. They're made out of a plastic. That's what burlap is. So you wouldn't necessarily have to worry about the petals. They're going to be waterproof. This, however, I'm going to try it out after I spray it with the sealant. So let me fold the rest of my petals and I will be right back and we'll start putting them on the cross. Okay, you guys, I'm coming up on the last few petals that I'm going to need. So here's one of the red. Place my hand firmly right here and do not move it. And pull together the mesh. Now there's a lot more videos also showing you how to do the Dean Michaels petal. And you got the Dean Michaels petal. Okay, I'm going to cut a few more of the blue that I'm going to need. Okay, now we're going to start putting the petals on the cross. And what I do is I use 6-inch zip ties. And I'm going to do this part of the cross first. So I take the zip tie, put it on here. I'm not sure exactly how many zip ties we're going to need. These are already together, so I might as well put these on there and not waste them. Okay, I have 3. I'm going to go ahead and put 5 just to start. And we can always add as we go. Okay, I'm going to do the bottom of the cross right here in red and white. So I think I will start with, again, like I said, see the bottom of this and how that's sticking out? We don't need all that. So you just cut that off. Clean it all up when I get done. Okay, I'm going to start out with the white. Right here at the very end, I'm just going to place this right here. Grab one of the zip ties that I put on. Bring it up. These zip ties. You want to make sure it's in there and that it's straight. Try to get it as straight as you can. I use my needle nose pliers to tighten everything up. So it's nice and tight. And for the tails of the zip ties, since we're doing this from the bottom up, I'm going to be, oh, where's my, oh, here they are. I'm going to be cutting these off as we go. So I'll just do that. Now I'm going to make several of these and put them in my Etsy store. I also have my other cross That's going to be available in my Etsy store as well. Okay, I'm going to use this one next. Get my zip tie. Put it over the end of this. I'm going to hold it up so you guys can see. Okay, I want it to lay flat. So when I put it on there, see how the white one is underneath there? And you want this to come, pull down like this and cover it. I like the texture and the dimension. Yeah, this is a really easy way to make a cross or a wreath. You can make a lot of things with yardsticks. Okay, so we need a white one now. And the bottom of our cross, of course, as you can see, is going to be red, white, red, white. Pull this down. And get it over there. Pull it down farther after I get the zip tie on. Okay, I got it through the zip tie, and I have it to where it's laying flat. It's not like sticking this way. It's flat. Okay, tighten it up and cut it off. This one's going on. Pull this down, put it through the zip tie. Once you get this tail in the zip tie, then you can adjust it, move it down, whatever you want to do. I just find this about the easiest way. Whoa. Again, I got that one tight enough. I don't know how many it's going to take to get this on here. See the back of it? It looks all nice and neat. I don't know if the camera picks that up, but it looks very nice back there. Okay, I'm going to put some petals up here so they're not falling everywhere. Okay, we are ready for white. Pull this down. Again, I don't mean to show you each and every step, but I don't have answers for you until I do this. Because if you've ever watched me before, you know how I create. I really have not got any clue what I'm going to end up with until I get there, because I create as I go. Do any of you ever do that? Let me know if you create as you go, or if you already have the plan all planned out, and you can't go any other way besides that exact plan. Or if you can just create as you go, like I'm doing. Okay, I'm out of zip ties. So I'm going to put about 3 more on here. Now, I don't know. I know we'll probably use 3. Might even add more. But for now, I'm just going to add 3 more. Again, these are 6-inch zip ties. They're rather thin, which that's what I want for my cross, because I don't want big, bulky zip ties. I just can't get the petals to lay flat enough. I will put the link down below where I get what kind they are. I get them from Amazon, so they will be listed below. Okay, now we just put these on until they click. You don't want to put them on any tighter than that, because you got to maneuver this over the tail of your zip tie. I mean the tail of your, you got to get the tail of your petal in here. So get that under there. Stick it in there. Once you get this part that's gathered on your petal through there, it's easier just to adjust everything after you get it in there. So I'm going to take one my needle nose pliers and tighten it up. And cut that off. So I think I'm going to stop right here with the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to start with white because I started down here with white. So I'm going to start right here with white. Trim this up a little bit because you want it to go into that zip tie without it being all big and bulky. So I just cut it really short. Let me get some zip ties on here. I don't know how many. I'm going to put 4 on it to start. Okay, I'm going to start off with white here on the very end because I started with white down there. So hold it there. Bring the zip tie up over it. And pull this tight. Cut this off. Move to a red. Okay, tighten this up. The white, I'm just in there. Pull it up. Trying to make sure that my petals are about the same distance apart as they are on the bottom of the cross. Okay, moving on to a red. And I already used the zip ties that I put on there, so I'm going to be adding some more. Put this right here. I like it like that. So, put this around here. Put that up on there. It's on there good. It is not going anywhere. We still have this extra one right here that we didn't use, but I may still use it. We just have to wait and see. Okay. Okay, here we are. I lost some video, you guys, so I had to go back and do things a little bit differently. But we have the bottom of the cross, and if you're looking at it, that would be the right side of the cross. So now I'm going to move on to blue. I'm trying to get this all in the camera. I need to cut down the bottoms of my blue. But anyway, this whole side of the cross is going to be blue. So it's easier to put the zip ties on first and then go back and pull them over your petal. Okay, I'm just going to start adding the blue. I hope you guys like my content, and I hope you will subscribe and hit that bell for notifications so that you will be informed every time I do put up a new video or go live from my channel. You guys really mean the world to me. I was so excited to hit 3,000 subscribers. My last video that I did, I hadn't got to 1,000 yet, and you all helped me get there. So I'm very grateful for all of you that have subscribed to my channel. It really means a lot to me. Okay, I'm going to try to find some of these that already have the end cut down. I want it to look nice on the end because that's our very first petal. I mean, I want all of them to look nice. I just want this to be cohesive and look the same on all ends of the cross where we started, as far as the petal placement. Of course, it's not going to be the same as far as the color goes. there. And in case you want to know what the back looks like, see how from there to there is how far I went in for my petal. So it's on there good. All of this is nice and neat. All of this is super nice and neat. Now, I make signs. I'm not sure if I told you that. I make wreath signs. Metal wreath signs. I make metal wreath signs and sell them in my Etsy store. And I'm probably going to be putting a metal sign on this. Of course, I've got enough product to make several more. And I'll make some of them with a wreath sign. One that I have recently put out. It's a patriotic one. Okay, regardless of whether I put a bow or a sign in the middle, this is the sign that I was thinking about using. This is available in my shop. It's listed below in the description. I was thinking about putting it right here. I think that looks awesome. Okay, now that I have all the petals on here that I'm going to use, I'm going to go ahead. Well, wait a minute. I might add one more blue. Let's see. Nope, I think that's good. I'm going to go ahead and put the sign on this one so that I know how far apart, how much room I have for the stars. So I use these little tabs on the back of my signs. I put them on with hot glue, with E6000 and just a very small bit of hot glue for immediate hold. I wouldn't suggest that you use these tabs with only hot glue. I've never had a problem with them falling off with E6000. Okay, so I'm going to put the cross just like that. Turn it over. Like I said, some of these will have a bow. Some of them will have the sign. The sign is available in my shop. So is the cross. And I'm going to tighten this, put this down and tuck it in. And I will be putting some felt over this, so I don't have to worry about it scratching anyone's door. See how nice and neat that looks? I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but okay, this is the sign that I'm going to put here, so I know how much room I have between my stars. So I'm just going to randomly place the stars on the blue area. American Eagle cross. Okay, so now I'm just going to randomly start putting the stars on. I don't want them in perfect order. I'm not depending strictly on the adhesive on the back of the stars. I'm also using hot glue. I really don't like to put glue in my wreaths, but for a wreath like this, it only makes perfect sense. Found these stars at the Dollar General store. I've used them before on my wreaths, my American wreaths. It's in my Etsy shop. You can check that out. The link is below. Okay, I'm going to start placing the stars up here. Top or across. I have more Independence Day crafts and wreaths that I'm going to be creating. So make sure you guys subscribe and hit the bell for notifications, please. I'm just a bit over 3,000 subscribers right now. I'm so excited. I'm trying to get it up to 4,000 subscribers. Okay, you guys, I've came to kind of an abrupt stop. It's very hard for me to add still pictures into my video. I'm still learning. I will get around to it. Everything I'm interested in, I find a way to learn how to do it. So this cross could have the 8-inch round eagle for the center. This is a 8x6 sign, and I could also make it in 5x7 for the wreath. I'm just showing you like the different options. And then of course the bow. So I'm going to put a few pictures in. Sorry if they're blurry at first, but they will straighten out and you'll be able to see them. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the bell for notifications so you'll know when I go live. Or I have new content out to show you. I appreciate you all so much for watching me. Thank you and have a very blessed week.